because sometimes, and certainly this is true in my own life, sometimes when I really look at the root cause of why I haven't achieved something I'm after, it's because I, in my own mind, have just kind of stopped myself from going after it or making progress toward it or believing that it's possible. Today, I saw a quote, interestingly, this morning that I think plays right into the theme from my blog. And the quote wasn't attributed to anybody specifically, but it basically said you can have whatever you want, whatever your goal is, whatever it is that you're after, you can have it as soon as you get rid of the notion that you can't have it. In other words, as soon as you get out of your own way and stop blocking yourself and stop finding reasons to not have what you want, you open the door and begin the path toward what you want. I think that makes a lot of sense because sometimes, and certainly this is true in my own life, sometimes when I really look at the root cause of why I haven't achieved something I'm after, it's because I, in my own mind, have just kind of stopped myself from going after it or making progress toward it or believing that it's possible. So what stops any of you who are out there who are writing to women in some of the countries and using websites like LoveMe.com, what stops you from doing something definitive to get out in front of that girl that you're writing to or that someone that you want to meet? I talk to guys every week that have been writing letters, not for weeks and not for months, but for years. They've been corresponding to various women on the internet, chatting with women on the internet for months and months, years at a time, literally years at a time, spending thousands of dollars in a virtual relationship that could have easily been replaced by one that was real and functional and happy. I mean, guys that are writing letters when they could easily have not only a wife, but probably a family by now had they just invested their time and their resources wisely. Well, what stops us from doing that? What is it that gets in our way and stops us from achieving that which we most want? And if you're watching this blog right now, I assume one of those things that you most want is that beautiful life partner by your side. So what stops us is our impression of the world around us, right? A lot of guys are writing to women in countries they've barely ever heard of. They have no real impression of Bangkok, Thailand, or no real impression of Lima, Peru, or Kiev, Ukraine. It's just one of those cities they've kind of sort of heard about every now and then on the news or something like that, on the Travel Channel or whatever. And we have no real idea of the daily lives of the women whom we're writing to. And we watch the news, and the news will tell us, the important things that we need to know about the rest of the world. And sometimes we really hear very limited information about the countries that our women might ultimately be from. And so are you naturally curious? Are you going out there and trying to find the truth about those countries? Are you trying to learn about the cultures? Are you asking cultural questions in the correspondence that you're sending? Are you looking up travel blogs, things like virtualplanet.com, for example, lonelyplanet.com, some of those great places? And there are tons of them, guys, that are out there that will give you lots of great information about the specific countries from which the women you're writing to are from. Are you doing that in order to be able to remove that barrier?
Experience the romantic adventure of a lifetime, where your romantic dreams can come true. Want to learn more? Check out our website,
a-foreign-affair.com.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Then click on the notice bell to get notified every time we add something new.